My name's Katie. So we often hear about the success stories of, big personalities like Rove and Hamish and Andy and many others that have come from community TV. But just as important as a pathway and experience of that community TV provides to young and up-and-coming journalists, how important do you believe that community TV is to the continued strength and quality of the Australian journalism landscape?
That's an excellent question, Katie. I think it's imperative. I think it's imperative for those reasons that I gave about diversity in terms of content, but also diversity in terms of ownership. And the regulator themselves, I believe it was the regulator who did a study that showed, as I alluded to earlier, the proliferation of people who are ready to comment and give comments in 140 characters or whatever doesn't necessarily expand on the diversity of opinions that we have. I think it's a real misnomer, and I've argued this in terms of the media reform debate, just to say the internet means anyone can have their comment these days. Look, I think it's much deeper than that. We did have what I thought at the time to be quite a useful inquiry being undertaken by the Senate into public interest journalism, and that was supposed to be the vehicle by which we were able to have a look at media diversity, what constitutes journalism. I don't even think it got to the stage where it could actually define what a journalist is these days, because the definition seems to be so fluid. That should have been a piece of evidence that was taken into account before we had this piece of legislation put before the Parliament, but that's all history now. But I couldn't agree with you more, Katie, that it is so important for the quality of that content production, people who are ready to ask the questions and learn their craft through that avenue. So, yeah, couldn't agree with you more.